All right, good evening. Okay, I'm not going to be on long. We're going to do something real quick. Let me get these cards straightened out and do a quick reading. But first, okay, so I did a talk tonight on East Cleveland. You guys can check it out if you haven't, if you weren't in my live. But I mentioned in it that someone has been throwing their black magic at me probably since about 2:30. That's when I began to realize it. Okay. Now, some of you, if you're sensitive, I've always been very sensitive to my physical body. Okay. So much so that I would point out things to the lady who raised me. She was a nurse. I was always asking her questions. Okay, but what's this? What's that? What's this? What's that? That I would feel. And she would be like, you notice, you really pay attention to your body. You notice things that, a lot of people don't notice. Very in tune with my physical body. Okay. Um, but I do know that when people throw this magic at you, some people feel it, some people don't. Okay. I mean, I remember watching one girl a couple years ago talk about certain things that she would feel, and I was like, oh yeah, I be feeling that too. Okay. But anyway, so what I've been feeling today is I had one girl years ago when she was doing it to me. I would always feel it on the right side of my head, like over in this area. Okay. This girl who's doing this, I know exactly who it is. I just haven't said her name. Okay. And she knows that I know it's her. I'm feeling it on the left. So I was curious. I said, okay, so what does that mean? What is it that specifically is being done? Okay, or what is this person looking for? Okay. So if you're a person that you believe people are doing stuff to you, pay attention to your physical body. Okay, what you feel. Now, if you got some health issues or you think it might be health related, go to the goddamn doctor. Okay. But this is a different kind of a feeling, at least for me. I don't know about nobody else. Okay. All right. So what I did was I looked up the specifics for. I mean, I've had other people do things that I feel in other parts of my body. Okay. All right. So I looked up left brain. Okay. Now I'm not saying I feel it in my brain. I'm feeling it in my head over here. Okay. But I still looked up brain. Okay. Because one person, like I said years ago, it was always over here. I mean, without fail. Okay. Um. So and I haven't felt this in the longest. Okay. So I looked it up. The left brain refers to the left hemisphere of the brain, which is associated with functions, language, logic, analytical thinking, and the processing of intricate details. So my thinking is that whatever's being done, this is what they're trying to affect in some way, shape, or form. This is what this girl is trying to affect in some way, shape, or form. Okay, this is what I'm thinking. I don't know if this is accurate. Okay, um, in some way, my language. Okay, maybe possibly would you talk about language, speech, talking, which would some people say that they have a hard time speaking or whatever. You might hear some readers saying that they're doing work on their throat chakra. Okay, like if they get to coughing or something like that, it feels blocked and all of that type of thing. All right, now they're gone. People have left. All right. Okay, so anyway, logic. Okay, analytical thinking. Okay, the processing of intricate details. And I heard a reader say that uh, whoever they were referring to, that this person, I'm not saying it was for me, I'm just, what signs and synchronicities, right? They don't understand how you think. Okay, how it is your how you process your thinking. They don't understand it. Okay, so you hear about people trying to these people doing their black magic on you, whatnot, trying to affect your crown chakra, trying to get in your crown chakra, blah blah blah, all of that. Okay, Um, okay, I'll just read this part real quick. However, okay, well, let me just say that to say with the logic, the analytical thinking, the processing of intricate details, I'm saying, okay, she might be trying to stop me from talking. It may make her look bad after she's lied about me all over the place. Um, it may make the things that she said, the lies that she said about me, it may not match up with what I'm saying, the work that I'm doing on my YouTube channel, so on and so forth. Okay, so trying to affect language, maybe trying to get me to stop talking. Logic, analytical thinking, the processing of intricate details, trying to get into my mind, okay, or that crown chakra. How does this person think the way that they do? Okay, trying. I hear them readers talk about people trying to take your downloads, okay, things of that nature. Okay, so trying to affect my thought process, trying to get my mind. Okay, so that they can understand, so that she can understand, so that she can continue with her lying ass narrative and probably try to extract my thoughts or my downloads or try to figure out how I think, so on and so forth, to act like it's her because she's lied about me and said that I did things to her and I lied. I don't know, that I did things to her and shit like that. And I know a lot of the things that I shared with her spiritually, my spiritual experiences, she went around town saying that it was her, that those things happened to her. Okay, which one of the things I mentioned tonight that I did not share, and when I said thank God I didn't share it, I immediately, because I knew somebody, let somebody steal it, I began to feel it again. Okay, um, the work. All right. However, I'll just read this part. However, the popular idea of people being strictly left brain or right brain is an oversimplification, as both hemispheres work together for nearly all cognitive functions and communicate across the corpus callosum. All right. Functions associated with the left brain: language, again, speech, writing, reading, word processing. Okay. Logic and reasoning, analytical and rational thinking, and breaking down complex problems into smaller parts. Okay. Maybe trying to, and I've talked to this girl for years, had her around for years. Okay, so I kind of want to say I know how she thinks, but this person has, if there is a such thing as selling her soul, the person that I saw recently, that's not the same person. Okay, that person is pretty much, it looked like dead and gone. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, she's become a totally different person. And it's so funny. I remember I was thinking about it, I said, she's cute, whoever she is. Whoever's being either she swapped with or stole or whatever, is cute, but it's not that that girl wasn't cute, but that's not that same person. There's another something that possesses her being, okay, her physical being. All right. So I was saying, so I know how this person thinks. Okay. Numbers and science. Okay. Skills related to mathematical and scientific tasks, but we do know that math is what problem solving. Okay. You're talking about analytical things, so on and so forth. Okay. Movement controls the muscles in the right side of the body. All right. Okay. All right. So let's see. I'm gonna go pull from two decks, the Broken Mirrors and Tarot Apocalypse, to see what I can pick up here. Hold on. Okay, so I'm not gonna butterfly the Broken Mirrors deck. I'm just gonna leave it just as it is. Okay, what am I to what are we to know from here? What is this person trying to do to me, take from me, steal from me, get from me, so on and so forth? Okay, and it's ramped up again, so she's probably watching. Mm. Broken mirrors. This person definitely, this is not a question here. Addictions, roller coaster, toxic connection. This girl did have addictions, probably continues to. Okay, this being one, the constant black magic thrown my way. And honestly, who knows how many other people. This is a person who did say to me, okay, uh, years ago when they were around me, that in a jokingly way, ha ha ha, but no, I wouldn't, that they would sell their soul for fame. Okay, and then no, that type of thing. All right. Um, Okay, roller coaster, constantly up and down. Okay, no emotional regulation. That's for sure. Okay, and this was a toxic connection that I ended about 9 years ago. Okay, but this person continues to pester me, to stalk me, and so on and so forth. Okay, here we have message, communication. We just talked about that left brain thing, which is communication, language. Okay, and the way you think, conversation, expressing feelings here. Okay, what else? Okay. Here we have a push and pull, power struggle. That's what this person is doing with me constantly. Okay, did it back then. That was one of the reasons I walked away and ended the connection. Imbalance. She's definitely imbalanced and definitely stubborn. Okay, snooping here. I told you this person stalks me. When we were in a relationship with one another, I saw that she was stalking me. Okay, which I thought was so strange. And I at the time I was like, I know she's not stalking me. she, she can't be. I talk to her all the time, and I said, but that was her. I was sitting on my porch and she flew by. I guess probably when she saw me sitting on the porch, flew by my house. But who knows what her and that lady who raised me and all the, she's connected to these people, what they were doing to me even at that time when I didn't know. Stalking, social media, driving by my house. I believe she has found out where I live now and drives by this house, which is amazing because it's just like I'm not the only person that lives here. Okay. Psychic tarot readings. Okay, she was psychic. I helped her tap into her psychic self, although she would never admit to that. Tarot readings, doing tarot readings on me. Okay, I have pictures, regrets, reminiscing, missing you. She might be looking at my pictures, so on and so forth. I don't know. Okay, all right, let's continue. Anything else here that we need to know? What is this person trying to do to me? What is the point tonight? Okay, today. I don't know if it's a moon phase or something like that. Because, like I said before, I don't keep up with that. But they are active during, certain moon phases. I noticed that. Okay. There is some sexual issues that this person has. Okay, a lot. Um, Passion, coming into union, chemistry, missing you. Some perversions here. Okay. Um, Anything else? I have mentioned this person by name before. Okay. Avoidance, in hiding. Okay. Feeling guilty, no communication. Possibly this person could be feeling guilt. I don't, you know, sometimes when people do these things to you, that's one thing when people come to me for readings and someone has done them wrong or whatever, that's what they want to know. Do they feel guilty? Do they feel bad? Do they feel shame? Okay. Of course you feel like you want that person to feel that, but let's be honest, sometimes they don't. Okay. But this person is definitely in hiding. Okay, the astral project, to me sometimes very. One time I realized it because I think I was doing a reading on here and I mentioned her name and I heard I said that's her. It was her. That's her voice. Was her voice. Okay, I said okay, so she astral projects. Okay, and I saw that she was in here tonight at one point before I did my first video. Okay, but there is no communication between the two of us, and there will be no communication between the two of us. It's a very dangerous person here. She does not look like a dangerous person. She does not come off like a dangerous person. Okay, tries to come off very sweet and all this kind of stuff. But when the video that I saw of her recently, when I realized, I was like, that ain't even the same person. I don't know who the hell that is. It was like, I don't know. She had been crying. I don't know. It was like she couldn't even talk. Her cadence, the words were choppy. Nothing flowed. It wasn't real, and it was almost this babyish type of thing. And I was like, that's not even who she is. Okay, that almost maybe like I'm just a little helpless creature. Okay, to pull you in. Okay, very dangerous person, and that's why I left her alone. This keeps coming up. Every time I put this deck up, some of the cards now. Fighting, trust issues, one-sided, detached. Well, we didn't fight each other. Okay, we didn't have arguments and stuff like that. I mean, every now and then, uh, um, oh yeah, one time we did have big blowout, but for the most part, not really. Okay, I don't know if this is concerning me or maybe someone else that she's dealing with. Okay, but a one-sided, you know how people call them that one-sided beefs and all of that type of thing. So I believe she went around. Well, I know she went around lying about me and everything, but she made it some kind of one-sided competition, like crazy ass Briandra Bellamy. Okay, fuck that, fuck her. We're crazy ass. But I realized something tonight about that. I said, I could be wrong, but I'll get to it. Okay. Now, she might have been caught doing something. Okay. Maybe the lies that she has spread about me, red-handed secrets exposed, surprise shock. Maybe she's gotten caught with that shit or something. Okay. Because she's ramped up her energy around me and her black magic around me. Okay, on me. Anything else here? What is it? Now, this person possibly could be looking for some reconciliation, but it wouldn't be anything that is sincere. Okay. Um, what my Angelou said, when they show you one time, honey, who he is, you better believe him. Okay, that would be that thing like Lot's wife, look, going back and turning, bitch, you done, it's over, you done with. Okay, this is a cycle that is completely closed out for me. Okay, I would not go back to any of those people I talk about. Harmony, resolving issues, getting back together. They might be seeking that once again, or trying to fill out here what's in my mind, fill it out. I don't know, but I wouldn't do that. Okay. Anything else? Definitely here. Spiritual attack. Okay. Karma, divine intervention, facing their demons. I don't know. Maybe things have caught up with her. Because surely, if she discovered, which she did, that was when she was acting strange, and I was like, okay, time for me to leave you alone, okay, and pose a strong threat to my very life and my livelihood. That's when I walked away from her permanently. Um, so whatever she was got herself into with the black magic, because she was doing a lot on me. Okay, um, it's like maybe she got caught, maybe she got caught up in it, but it made me want to wonder how many other people, and you reading these books and you're doing your kitchen magic and all of that kind of stuff. How many other people did this person? How many other people's lives did this person affect by doing that work? You can just do it on me. Okay, let's be real. Okay, here we have once again crying nostalgia, thinking of you, crying nostalgia, missing you. Okay. But when you hear those things, if this stuff has happened to you and you do find out, don't let that play on your fucking heartstrings. Absolutely do not. Okay, don't be foolish. Okay, do not. Okay, once they showed you, you better believe that's what they are, and whatever they set out, especially when you look, and maybe that's why I was led to look, at one of her profiles, because I haven't in years. Okay, I typically don't do things like that. I mean, I used to before I had some goddamn sense. Okay, but I did. And maybe that's why I was led to. Okay, you don't know. This person might be trying to come back around, trying to call themselves, less reconciled. Absolutely not. Okay, because whatever it is that they set out to do to you, and they didn't accomplish it. Okay, in fullness or whatever. Trust me, they want to finish the job. Okay, definitely if a person has sold themselves and they become a whole nother human being, and you like that ain't even that person. What spirit resides in them now? Okay. Okay. Keep on walking. I ain't talking to you anymore. You better keep on walking, okay? Anything else from this? Okay. This has popped out twice. High value, okay? The Empress, beautiful, sexy, abundant, confident. This is the image, okay, that she always did want to portray. And there's nothing wrong with that, okay? But it's if you don't have any self-love, any self-direction, not grounded and rooted in anything, trying to, it's just false. You can be this, but okay? But if you don't believe in yourself, then, it's not real. It's fake, okay? Especially if you got Get rid of the who that you are to let some kind of other spirit reside in you. Okay, or possess you. Okay, you understand what I'm saying? For and here, no contact. Okay, block, silent treatment, cut off all communication. I did absolutely. Okay, in order for, because I love me, I come first. Goddamn. Okay, but my life, my livelihood. Relationship over. You fuck what you say. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, but people will get mad and all this kind of stuff and lie about you, blah, blah, blah. We know the story. All right. Let's see what we can get from the tarot apocalypse, if anything. Okay, anything else needs to be said. But I want to know, like, how come, certain parts of the body, okay, well, I feel when this one do this, I feel it over here. When that one do that, I feel it over here. When that one do that, I feel it over here. When that one do that, I feel. You understand what I'm saying? I'm like, so what area? What are they doing? What are they trying to affect? Okay, in regards to me, my being. Okay, let's see what we get from the tarot. Okay, one more butterfly shuffle. These be those things when you hear readers say that a person, these people, they don't want to let you go, okay, or they want to stay tied to you, to your energy, okay. Or they feel like you're gonna get something and all of that kind of thing, and they want to stay tied to your energy and blah blah blah. That's what this is here, okay, because this person, it's been like 9 years now. Excuse me. Okay, let's see. Well, definitely Two of Cups in reverse, okay? Basically, the relationship has ended, which pissed her off that I walked away, so she decided to target me, okay? Which she was doing in the first fucking place. That's why I walked away, okay? All right, trying to strategize on how to bring a tower to my life. Still trying to do it. Got people involved, lying to people about me, so on and so forth. Groups of people, and probably still trying to do that, working with others, okay? Okay, trying to paint herself to be a high priestess upright, but in reverse. I'm not saying the girls didn't have no, what Bree say that time. I ain't saying they ain't got no powers. I ain't saying all that. I'm just saying, okay, here, consistently, okay, trying to take me down and whatnot, consistently over and over and over and over again, lying to people about me. Here, you see this targeting me. Okay, I'm sorry, targeting me with others. These arrows pointed directly at me, which Brianna Bellamy was a part of this. Okay, we're gonna bring me some misery and unhappiness. Okay, I don't give a fuck. This bitch does not regret what she has done. Okay, that's what I'm saying. That all these cards about reconciliation and all of that kind of stuff. You don't believe it. Okay. If you're dealing with this yourself. See, when I do these videos, sometimes I'm just talking about me, but surely it can be a help to somebody else. Okay? Don't you fucking believe it. There's no regret. This girl does not regret at all. What she wants to do is bring something to an end for me. Okay? If a person wants to truly reconcile with you in all sincerity and honesty, they will apologize for what they've done. Number one. Okay? They ain't gonna be doing no black magic, witchcraft on you. I don't give a fuck. They ain't gonna be sending you evil eye and all of that kind of stuff. If they're truly regretful, truly remorseful, and know that they don't do that, they lay the wands and the bullshit down, okay, and they contact you with sincere apology. Okay, that still don't mean you gotta reconcile with them or be in a relationship with them or anything like that. Okay, when if they still trying to approach you with some evil workings, then that's what they want to continue to do. Okay, to do some more evil workings on your ass. This girl has turned herself into this empress in reverse. Okay. Okay. Empress in the deck. Okay. Right away. It talks about a worldly like abundance. Okay. I don't know. Would it be just material things? I don't. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. You cannot decide that you cannot decide that uh okay, it symbolizes nurturing, fertility, creativity, and abundance, the Empress card. Okay, reverse, okay, um can suggest a feeling of being neglected, okay, or a fear of scarcity. Definitely she feels that, okay, but it's kind of like one of those things she's always has, okay, but it's kind of like one of those things of what she said her greatest fear was being alone, okay. It's one of those things that how people can bring on into their life their greatest fear, okay, because they're constantly in fear of it, and kind of inadvertently do things to make it happen. Okay. And love, it could represent power imbalances in relationships. Okay. It may indicate that you need to nurture a neglected area of your life, including yourself. Okay. She's neglected herself. You cannot in you can't decide that the who that you are is not good enough so much to the point where you do something to unalive it without physically, doing it, to allow another energy, another spirit, okay, to possess you, whether she swapped with somebody. I don't know what the fuck she did. Okay. I just looked at her and I was like, who is that person? Not a matter of growing up and aging and all that kind of stuff. No, this is, I mean, she even changed her voice. Like, who is this person? And shame on the rest of y'all for just sitting back. You knew what the fuck was up, or maybe you didn't. Okay. But you participated in some shit with this, and you knew that was leading to that. But whatever. Okay. Um, and say that now, if this is what you're striving for, this high value woman type thing, this is what you're striving for, and decided that that's not good enough, so I'm going to unalive that and let a whole nother spirit possess me, or take somebody else, because what you've done is you've turned yourself into this. It's not you. Okay. Like I said before, where is she? Trust, I ain't looking. I'm just saying. Okay. Person is gone. Okay. All right. 4 wands. Upright. Hold on, let me see. Maybe hold on, let me see what else. Clarify. Clarification. Okay. Hermit in reverse. Okay. But again, self-reflection, but the self is not there. That person is not there. It's just really sad, and I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck could you have see, this is why people need to be careful with these things. Okay. Could you have possibly allowed it's one thing when they was throwing the black magic at me. Okay, okay, whatever. Okay, leave me fuck alone. Okay. Something wrong, y'all got problems, y'all. Okay, y'all trying to kill me, want the money, all of that kind of thing. Okay. But that has nothing to do with me, nor anyone else. To allow yourself to, what did you do? Okay, I already said what you did. And I believe that crazy ass Bianca Bellamy had something to do with it. Making yourself powerless. What the fuck you did? Because if you gotta sit somewhere and put all your little magic potions together all the fucking time for some fucking power, you have made yourself powerless. You were already powerful, but you didn't believe it. And I swear to God, I'm like, if how could you allow some outside person that you don't know for shit feed you some shit and you walk down that path? Well, that's probably what the fuck you want to do anyway. Like I said, this woman told me before that you would do that she would do that. Okay, all right. Okay, maybe even longing for home, longing for herself. Again, looking to become, looking, it's always about some goddamn money, power, wealth, status, this, that, and the other. But this girl already had power in her hands, just didn't know it, okay? All right? Okay. Anything else? What you trying to do to me? I'm here to take you from you. Again, like I said, if that is what they was trying to do in the first place, that is what they want to expose the secret out, honey. Okay? Then that is what they're going to continue to try to do. Don't be fooled. Don't fool yourself. Okay? Don't let nobody make you feel bad. You shouldn't be like this. Fuck, you should. You should protect yourself at all costs, at all times. You saw somebody put you in a situation, okay, where you can lose your livelihood and your life. Okay, possibly your life. Then walk the fuck away, goddamn. Okay, just wanting to bring imbalance. Okay, not wanting things to be fair for me. That's not in your hands. Okay, all right. All right. Constantly looking, constantly watching. Okay. Like Bree, a backstabber, a betrayer. Okay, not giving it a second thought to backstab and betray me. Okay, and others. What you do to one person, you do to others. Okay, living in some kind of fantasy world. Okay, probably. Okay, trying to win some kind of status or whatnot in these institutions. Okay, wanting to be better, striving to be better. Okay, than me. Okay, then who it is you're going after? This bitch is mad than a motherfucker. I see her face. But these are things that you do to yourself. You do anything to you. And I can't help but wonder. It kind of hit me. Okay, Brianna Joe Bellum with this crazy talking about I want her. She wants my speech and I don't know, literal inheritance. No, I don't. And it hit me. Oh, bitch, that's what you told her. That's what you told her. That I did to you or tried to take from you. That's what she's gonna do to you too. Maybe. With Bree, you never know. Bree just lies. Okay. But possibly. I don't know. Okay. Judgment. Okay. I don't give a fuck. You're sitting in this under seat of judgment. Okay. You mad as hell. You mad as hell. Anything else? This keeps coming up too. This keeps coming up. It's Ten of Pentacles. Upright. Clarify. What's all about? And I keep saying this to King of Swords. Maybe I don't know. She thinks if she keeps going at it, she will receive, okay, what it is she wants, okay? Money, of course. Status, popularity, okay? To be popular amongst the others. I mean, goddamn. It's not high school. Okay, I don't know who the others are. I'm not even a part of any of these communities. It never really was. Who's this King of Swords? I don't know. Maybe she's having trouble with her love life. Maybe that's my ex-boyfriend that she got caught up with. Okay, I certainly hope not, though. For your sake. Who's this King of Swords? Maybe people have walked away from her. A few have left Who either left her behind or left behind or something like that. She's gathering troops, trying to gather more people together against me, to work against me in her favor. Let's be that be them one-sided beefs and shit. To lie to more people. Okay, here trying to be empowered but still very immature. Okay, what did I heard one reader used to say, beginner's mind, very immature. Okay, but wants to have power and reign like over me in this immature status. Okay, or just people in general. Okay, I'm the powerful one, that type of thing. Okay, confirmation. Confirmation. Okay. Look to me, I got all the power. That type of shit. Okay. Again, taking the cup for power, status, fame, fortune, that type of thing. Okay, what the devil gonna give me? What Satan gonna give me? But I ain't even me no more. Okay. But again, what does that have to do with me? So you don't know. People may sign things, contracts, make vows or whatever. You go after that person, you undo that to them. You go after that star seed, that chosen one, that golden child, whatever. Okay, that star, so on and so forth. Okay, that I don't know, prophetess, whatever. Okay, go after them. We give you all their shit, and you be the star. Offer money here, power, status. Okay, and then it becomes to rule over others. Somebody's willing to risk their own life. Goddamn, they sure gonna do it to you. Okay, they don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about themselves. They damn sure don't give a fuck about you. Okay, a risk that should never have been taken. Okay. I don't know who this motherfucker is. Okay, but it's kind of like you need to let go of conflict here. Okay, maybe trying to find, maybe you stuck or some shit like that. Okay, because whatever you always trying to do, that shit, no. That's my answer to you. No, that's my being's answer to you. Absolutely the fuck not. Whatever you're trying to do. You're not satisfied, happy, and content. Whatever you thought you were going to get, okay, it didn't come through for you. And I'm hearing it's not going to. Okay? Leave people fucking alone. Shit. You made that choice for yourself. Walk away from this shit, goddamn. Okay? This is all that you're bringing to yourself. This ain't about no, it's a transformation, all right. Okay? Not a wise one. Okay? Not a smart one. Now, I can't say this, bitch, I told you a long time ago, leave me the fuck alone, but you won't, okay? Yes, I'm guarded against your motherfucking ass, and I'm gonna stay that way, okay? I told you a long time ago, leave me the fuck alone, but you won't, bitch. Okay? But I just want to see, so what area is she trying to affect here? And I want to share it with others, so when you feel certain things in your body and you know that there's some witchcraft being done on your motherfucking ass, look that shit up, okay? Look up the body part and related. We're spiritual beings, physical. We all a three in one. Goddamn. We're one. And see what you if you can figure out what area, okay, they're trying to affect in your life. I mean, you don't have to. Okay, don't mean if you don't find out that it's going to work. Whatever it is they're trying to do. You understand what I'm saying? But hell, just curious. Okay. This person that I'm talking about, the name that I just thought of, has she done black magic on other people? I know she has. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's yes for me. Okay. Has any of it been destructive to other? Well, of course, has any of it been destructive to their lives? And you don't think you're going to get any kind of judgment for that? Are you fucking kidding me? And this is what I'm talking about. You know, people that get involved in these things, to do these things to people, to hurt others for whatever superficial things that it is they want. And maybe read all that shit, but don't take it in, don't soak it in, telling you, okay, but this is what's going to happen to you. Because they tell you the truth. They're going to tell you both sides. That's why you're able to choose. You have free will. Here, we've given you all the fucking information. Now you can continue on, but you're going to continue on in vain. just as for the 9 years, and you was probably doing shit to me when we were talking to each other then too. Because I looked back on something, I was like, bitch, she been doing shit to you. She been throwing black magic at you. That shit wasn't nothing fucking new. When you want to really believe in your heart, soul, and mind that you knew more than me, you was greater than me, you was better than me, you're none of those things in me. Not now, not ever. Okay. Uh, so you can continue, but you would be doing it in vain. It will come to naught. Just like whatever you've been doing to me today, come to naught. Okay. And for every person's life that you hurt and destroyed, and I don't know, did you sacrifice someone? I don't know. I'm not saying you did, but did you? Okay. You're going to pay, and you are paying for it now, and you're going to continue to pay for all of it. Okay. Did this girl I'm talking about? I don't know if I asked my opinion before. Did this girl sell her soul? Okay. All right. I know that. Thank you. Stop, please. Did she do a destiny swap with someone? Or to someone, I'll put it like that. Yeah. I looked, I said, this girl is cute. Whoever she is. Whoever she is. The face looked familiar. It didn't look like you, but it looked like you at the same time. I don't know, is it some internet person? Some one of these social media famous people? Shit. Like whoever she, I mean, not that the girl I'm talking about wasn't cute. She was cute. She didn't think she was. But whoever she is, whoever that girl is, because that ain't the girl I knew. Okay. Now you can continue on playing games with yourself, playing games with them little demons and devils and all of that kind of stuff, baby. Little sweethearts. Okay. Move around. Okay. But your best bet is to put it all down before you completely self-destruct. Damn sure over here. And just like I told Brown Joe, you ain't getting shit over here. Nothing. Ever. You ain't getting my life, my destinies in my head, and all of that shit. Ever. You didn't and you won't. I don't care about your lies and your little friends and your little groups and your little groupies and all of that who don't know no better. And who just want to just be dramatic because y'all think y'all cute. That's the cute thing to do. Be cute. Okay, and all of that kind of stuff. Okay. They'll get theirs too. Right? But when I feel it in other body parts, I might do that again. Okay. So let's see what maybe the energy person, whatever, is trying to affect. All right. All right. Now I'm going to bed. Y'all have favor.